Hello, guys. I'm back again, my friend. Today is day 5 of our 100-day weight loss transformation. And I'm going to start with what? My 3 questions, okay? Question 1. What are the 3 most important components to losing weight? Second, where do you start? Which component should you start with first? 3, I gotta go to my cheat sheet. 3, do you have to start with all components all together, or can you start them individually? Welcome to Tay's World, and my name is Fonte. Let's get into it. Okay, so with our first question being, what are the 3 most important components to losing weight? Number 1, I always say with anything, it is mindset. I have to put my mind to it. You have to be cognizant. You want to make sure that you are going to be committed, dedicated, and disciplined. All of those things happen in the mind. Okay, so, but I must say, even with the mindset component, this is going to be it's going to have to happen on a daily basis. It is a commitment that you have to make on a daily basis, and that's something that you have to work on every single day. Okay, just like the second component is how you eat. What are you eating? The reason why I broke it down into a calorie deficit. For me, that works best for my weight loss. There are some people who lose weight better with keto or with a vegetarian diet or with a paleo diet or just different things that are out there, Atkins, whether they drink shakes or do smoothies. So you really have to figure out what eating plan or what eating meal plans, things of that nature is going to help you. That's the second component. The third component I want to mention, which I haven't mentioned a lot of throughout this first 5 days, has been exercise. Exercise, I know some of us don't like to do exercise as much. I used to be an exercise fanatic. I would exercise just about every day, whether it was a video at home, whether it was going to the gym, whether it was me doing something creative like jumping rope or going outside for walks or going for hiking. Whatever the case may be, you can do it. Anything really can be considered exercise. If you go outside gardening, if you are just outside doing housework or chores or whatever the case may be, cutting the grass actually is exercise, guys. So that's your those are the 3 most important components to losing weight. Okay. And it's important to break that down because a lot of times if we look at it as a whole, I gotta lose weight. Okay, well, what are some of the things that you have to do to start losing that weight? And I will say this, getting to the second question, which was, what components should you start with? For some people, starting exercising is better for them. I know I used to do that. I know I was the type of person who would start first exercising, and the exercising motivated me to start eating well and eating better because I said, hey, if I'm going to be exercising, I don't want to simply just exercise enough to maintain my weight, which is no problem when you get to the place that you want to be. But when you're trying to lose weight, you want to be more rigid or more consistent as far as your eating and what you are eating and how you are eating. So it's just a motivator. Exercise used to be a motivator for me to start eating well, and then my mindset would come along. Would happen, gradually. But in the state that I am in now, where I am physically not able to do the rigorous heart pumping exercises that I used to do, my mindset has had to change as far as how I address weight loss. So for me now, I've had to shift my mind, and it has to be now for myself. Mindset number one has to be eating, and then eating once I get a consistent program for myself as far as how to eat healthier, then I'm able to go ahead and start incorporating the exercises. And it's not, and I don't want to say then I'll be able to, but I'm able to now. It is just that due to issues and some limited mobility I'm having right now due to a knee injury and a back injury, I have to be very selective on the exercises that I do. That's just like today I went to physical therapy for the first time in probably about 11 months. And due to the procedure that I've had on my knee, they just really want me to focus on the right side, just strengthening that. And so not even really concerned about the left side, because if I do start doing things on the left side, then it could potentially hurt the right side because it's not strong enough to really deal with all of the pressure on that side. So guys, this is totally different for me. And so, and you may be dealing with some obstacles. That's just an obstacle, but it's not a setback. I refuse to look at it as a setback. I am now just encouraging myself that I have to do chair exercises. And that's different for me because I'm used to being up. Even in my heavier pounds, has never stopped me from being up and being active and doing stand-up exercises and heart pumping exercises. But now I'm in a different season in my life, and that's something that I have to work on and accept mentally and physically, that I have to start off slower. And I have to be very careful on the exercises in which I do so that it does not cause further injury, because I want to get better, not hurt myself more. So the exercises that I have to stick with at this point in time will be about chair exercises and water aerobics, because water aerobics is going to allow me to get and move my body a bit more and work up a bit of a sweat, but not cause injury to that right knee, okay? Or injury to my lower back any more than it needs to, okay? Now, the third question is, do you have to start at each component at the same time? You do not. Some people, just like myself, when I first started, these first few days, my focus was on mindset for the first 2 days. Secondly, then I focus on, okay, how am I eating? Tracking what I eat, tracking my water intake, making sure I'm getting those things, the nutrients that I need. And if I'm not, okay, what do I need to do? And how can I incorporate that in my eating? Now I'm able to now include the exercise. One, because I didn't want to hurt myself. Two, because I wanted to be very careful. And I also wanted to make sure that I am getting each component down pat first before I'm adding onto it. Because to me, it helps. It just seems like it would just help to stick a little bit better. Okay? So those are some of and I wrote down again today in my journal, my book, see, write down how I'm feeling, how, what I ate, what I drunk, as far as water and juices, if I had some juice, but also how my body feels now. My knee is hurting, after that physical therapy that I had today. But I'm hoping that that's just because this is the beginning of it, and I'm just hoping that it gets progressively better throughout the time, okay? So, again, it's not a setback. It is just something different. It's just a bit of an obstacle, but we'll overcome, okay? So, I'm posting this message to you today to let you know that there will be some setbacks, or there will be some things or obstacles, but it is just a change in which you have to make. But don't look at it as a setback, okay? So again, this is Fonte. I hope this information helps you some, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Again, today is day 5 of our 100-day body weight loss transformation journey, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.